The bomb blast that has taken place in Pakistan, ladies and gentlemen, this being reported by the Hindu, and I'll put it out. The Press Trust of India has also put out its own information that it's tracking right now. Of course, control room, do check if we've got fresh visuals from the spot, because this is just a developing story, and if in case we do, we'll put that out for you. In the meantime, suicide attack by TTP terrorist in northwest Pakistan kills 9 soldiers. Now being reported from Peshawar, a suicide attack by the outlawed Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan on a security forces convoy killed 9 soldiers and injured 20 others in Pakistan's restive northwest on Thursday. A bike-ridden bomber hit the convoy in the Bannu district of the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province. Inter-services public relations and the military's media wing has confirmed this news. The bomber rammed his bike into the vehicle of forces in the convoy, killing 9 soldiers and injuring 20 others, said the particular statement. Now, this particular region, Varghese, that we're talking about, the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province, the restive northwestern area in Pakistan. What's the geopolitical scenario over there right now?
See, right now,
can one draw a relation with what's happening in terms of politics in the mainland of Pakistan? Imran Khan, the ISI chief being detained. Munir has the final shot. General Munir has the final say.
I don't know whether, but I don't know whether you can draw that kind of a conclusion. But there is an element of it, because the confusion that's always there within the establishment of Pakistan, especially in its politics.
Right.
It's not. See, the thing about politics in Pakistan is not about like we see over here, where one person made a statement on the other. There's no confusion created as to who's in charge or who's in administration. But over here, there is already a lot of confusion that's happening when you're talking about the fight going on between the PTI and the rest.
Right.
That confusion, as they try to sort it out, the administration tends to suffer. And Khyber Pakhtunkhwa has been a very restive region.
Because this is what Pakistan's poll panel assures, and holding general elections by mid-February. And Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province, I mean, I'm not ready to buy that it has no sort of effect on, the politics of mainland Pakistan.
The thing about Khyber Pakhtunkhwa is that it has been an extremist region. It is very close to Afghanistan. In Afghanistan, after Taliban takeover, the Tehreek-e-Taliban, which is also known as the Pakistan Taliban, have been very, very active, and they have these safe havens, just like in India, where you have these porous borders. They tend to also carry on the attacks and move back into the shelters provided by the Taliban. And Taliban is not having a healthy relationship with the Pakistani administration. There are still territorial issues that Afghanistan has with Pakistan. We were talking about the Pashtun lands. We're talking about the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa area. Many of them think it's an artificial line, the Durand line that has been drawn, and therefore Pakistan has been trying to hold on to these regions as well. These porous areas have been leading to this kind of a problem, and the terrorist activities that have been there, you have seen constantly that the Pakistan army has been trying to remove the extremist elements from these areas, but they keep coming and striking at symbols of state part. They keep striking at their personnel, and of course it is going to become a larger problem. My biggest worry is that if Pakistan tends to collapse somewhere, you have these extremist elements like the Taliban, the Pakistani Taliban, probably aided by their Afghan brothers on the other side.
Absolutely.
They might have access to some of the deadliest weapons the world has ever seen, which is to say the nuclear weapons of Pakistan. So the nuclear weapons of Pakistan is a far cry and a far danger that we are looking at. Of course, now they say they have a perfect lock and key system.
This is what the copy also says. Recently, Pakistan has been hit by a wave of terrorist activities orchestrated by the outlawed terror outfit, which is what you were also talking about. The banned TTP has accepted responsibility of this particular attack. 20 soldiers injured, 9 soldiers killed as the biker, it rammed into that particular convoy that was traveling with these,
suicide
Jawans.
And Kabir, the idea is also to bleed the Pakistani army of its will to continue to be in that region, so that they have a de facto kind of,
it's going to be a tough task, because Pakistan army will
But they have also,
It
moved
pretty much controls everything in
especially
Pakistan.
when it comes to the borders with India, as it has had this uneasy, ties with these extremist elements trying to withdraw from the area
But the
and say that
headquarters of
you go
Pakistan's
ahead and
army
be
has also
autonomous.
been breached by people on the ground. Pakistan is actually going through a turmoil on all ends: military, financial, international security, and economy-wise.
But Kabir, the worry should be from here. I mean, Pakistan is going to become
terrorism, of course. India and Prime Minister Modi at all those international summits have been raising their voice, against terrorism and this terror.
They have been raising about
at
terrorism,
various
but
United
the
Nations platforms
problem
as
is
well.
probably we are reaching the precipice of Pakistan being consumed by its own terrorism, its own support.
Which is again
to
a problem for India.
extreme,
Again
which
a problem for
yes,
India.
it's going to come closer to our borders. So, but a stable Pakistan is in the interest of India. But the problem is that the instability that we are seeing in Pakistan, especially the constant attacks on the institutions that tend to provide its security, like the Pak army or the other paramilitary forces, it has been, especially by determined groups like the TTP. These determined groups, they have been bleeding the security force, and they have been testing their will to ensure they can stay and hold on to law and security in these restive regions. It has been a testing case as such. But in certain areas, they have had their will. Waziristan, they've been having their will. In certain places of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa areas, Waziristan, or even when we look at the Pashtun areas, it is the local militant groups that have their will running, and the state of Pakistan does not exist in these areas.